My name is Luis Perez Oramas, and I work at the Museum of Modern Art in New York as a curator of Latin American art, also in the Department of Drawings and Prints. And I am a writer and a curator and an art historian. MoMA is a very complex institution with several curatorial departments. But those departments have always been organized following a structure based on media. The original structure of MoMA as a museum is that the institution addresses its projects as well as its collection, following this logic that the material history of the works is what matters. Donc it is about supports and genre. And these departments are media and performance, film, architecture and design, photography, drawings and prints, and painting and sculpture. So I basically am in charge of advising about what kind of acquisitions of Latin American art the museum should do. This is a process of dialogue with my colleagues in other departments. It also is grounded in my study of the collection that MoMA has gathered since its foundation, which is a specificity at MoMA. MoMA was not only the first museum of modern art in the Western Hemisphere, but and kind of model of modern art museums in the world, but it also is starting to collect Latin American art since the foundation. So the Latin American art collection at MoMA began in 1930, and it is probably the most comprehensive and large collection of Latin American art in the world. I have to say that MoMA also labeled and invented the term Latin American art. Then I work as a curator at MoMA. That means that I propose exhibitions on Latin American art, but also on other kind of art. I mean, I am free to propose exhibitions about on a Catalonian artist or a Polish artist. Obviously, I am aware that the gaps in terms of the knowledge of Latin American art is so big in the US and at MoMA that I basically propose exhibitions and acquisitions from Latin America. As a curator at MoMA, I work in the Department of Drawings and Prints, and I am involved in all the discussions regarding exhibition projects, acquisitions, etc. Then I propose exhibitions. I mean, that's also, and I just organized with my fellow co-curator Connie Butler a retrospective of Lygia Clark that happened at MoMA last year, and I am in the process of organizing a retrospective of Joaquin Torres Garcia at MoMA next October. So I think that's briefly what I do at MoMA. I think the best way to be a curator is to gather a deep and comprehensive knowledge of art history. Not only Latin American art history, but art history. But to accompany that knowledge with a constant, ceaseless training of the eye. The best curators, in my humble opinion, are those who know how to think through the eyes, who know that there is something in the visible world that can be expressed through language. It's not that that is the only goal, but the specificity of the visual, that the world of language can address, is that thing that is purely visual and is also a form of thinking. So I think the best exhibitions are those that are compelling because they're academic or scholar or knowledge background, but also those that are compelling and convincing because their own visuality, their own. And so for Latin American art, I always think that, and for any form of art, that the best way to learn is to travel, is to visit museums and galleries, is to visit artists with time to spend with them and not 5 minutes, and to know that we never end looking at things. From the moment that you think that you have seen and that you don't need to see anymore, you have failed. But if you think, if you are convinced, and if you leave the fact that you will never end seeing, then you will success as a corrector. That's what I think.